conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Canes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Working that left side now. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Sangapolatelli, play action. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Third and 6 yards to go. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on 3rd down, Sangapolatelli. Got a man, it's Thomas. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Sangapolatelli on the play action. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Man, you gotta love when your offenses start to get to this point and they see coverages. They understand cover 2. Cornerback wants to sit in the flats. Safety in the middle of the...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cal!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he tacked on the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Brown will throw it. Going to try to get it himself. This matchup, 2 teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with a dub.
Well, and what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff. And I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
Running to Green. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Looking to fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Complete downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Canes! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Hawkins. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Golden Bears peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They go play action with Sangapolitelli. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the 1st quarter. Throws to the tight end. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Brown wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive's...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to Lyle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver going in motion. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Snagged out of the air. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Brown will throw it. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. JKS going over the top. He's got it all right. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Finds his man. It's Moore.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
The Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They don't seem comfortable with the 50-yard field goal attempt, so they'll leave the offense out to try to get the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Fourth down, Sangapolatelli. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, the quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Sangapolatelli from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They go 83 yards on the drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. Complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. The screen, he can go. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Miami! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So Miami signals for a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun on 3rd down, Songopolitelli. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sargopolitelli. That's caught. It's Moore. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
We thought this guy might be a big weapon here and a big part of what the offense was going to try to do. And you've seen now, early in this game, they're going to hit.
Here's a little room there. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Golden Bears have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Here comes the heat. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Brown will throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. There he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Canes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And then, now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Throws toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 17 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Mustangs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That victory is a positive in what has been a very disappointing 3-9.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Here's the pressure. Trying to get away. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
And that's really a lot of...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Right on the money. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the officials see something to bring it back? The Golden Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Throwing Sangapalatelli. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business. Offense with jumbo personnel. Brown wants to pass. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
It's complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Lofts one high and deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Golden Bears! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it, because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Makes the grab. It's Pringle.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On target over the middle. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Getting set for the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as as they start this drive from their own 15. JKS. That's caught. It's more. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Running inside. It's Hawkins. Maybe a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've got a 1st and 10 as we are inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. They'll run it from the gun.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Jaron Kiave-Songopolatelli. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Under fire, and it's a sack. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Songopolatelli. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The Golden Bears with an answer. He'll try to tack on one more.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
The run inside. It's Pringle. There's a crease. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. They'll give it to him again. Jukes his way for more. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Brown wants to pass. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Throwing Sangapolatelli. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play. With the catch, it's Moore. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Golden Bears right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Maybe some room here. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. JKS. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Golden Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Here's a heat. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Brown will throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Here's a gift to Lyle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field. Deep shot for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
What a grab with one hand. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Sangapolatelli, play action. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. He will get there, and they take the lead with a 2-point conversion. What a gutsy call. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Got his hand in there and knocked it away in the end zone and saved the game as this one is over. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.